when I went to see my cousin, the Tunica, and I had my guitar playing around, and she said, "Do you know Robert Johnson?" I said, "No." I said, "I heard a lot about him." She said, "That's my boyfriend." She said, "That old boy sure can play a guitar like that." This Saturday evening, Robert standing on the corner. How I got a chance to know him. And one lady walked up and said, "Mr. Say, if you play me Tower Plan Blues," now that was his number. Said, "If you play me Tower Plan Blues," "I'll give you a dime." So Robert started playing the Tower Plan Blues and turning around in the streets and looking at every which way. So that woman said, "I believe that is that man. That's just like that record." So the people just got on around, and the police come along and made us get off the streets, put us back in the alley there. And there's so many people around him that I couldn't get to him. And when I did get to him, I said, "You Robert Johnson?" He said, "Yeah, I'm Robert Johnson." I said, "You from around Tunica, Evansville?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know Willie Mae Powers in Tunica?" He said, "That's my girlfriend," like that. I said, "That's my first cousin." From then on, we hooked up and started walking and drinking. And I know it all over Greenwood. I was raised around Greenwood. I carried him to all the whiskey houses. And, you know, he liked the whiskey. Two things he liked. He's crazy about whiskey and women. The night when we went out there that Saturday night, we got out there I got out there before Sunboy. And Rob was already out there because the man had carried him off the streets because Fred said, back in that time, people would give a whole lot of country dances and jukes to call them. And they would pick up the best musicians in town. So he got Robert because he was the best there, and he carried him on out there where he get the biggest crowd. So we went out there. I got out there about 10 to 11. Sonny Boy came in about 12. He had been playing in the streets too. He had the harbors all around his ways, drinking. Hey, all you song going customs out in there, you know. He was drinking. So Robert was sitting back in the corner with his guitar in his arms. And the people got out the cars, buses and thing. "Come on, play some music." And he said, "I don't feel good." He had got that poison then. Said, "I don't feel too good." And he was sitting up there. And he tried to play. Some of the people said, "Oh, you just need another drink." They know he like whiskey. "You just need another drink to wake you up." And he tried to drink, but he had got it. But one thing that I know about that, Robert was going with that man's wife. Robert stayed out in Greenwood, a little town, but he played out there in the country for this man at this country club. And this man's wife had a sister living in Greenwood. So every day and about, she wasn't doing that. She'd come out to say she visited the sister, but she'd laying up with Robert. And see, Greenwood was kind of small town, and everybody could near about come off them farm, know each other near about small town. And come on, go back out there. I saw Robert and your wife walking the streets, going to the picture show. You know, the man got over to it, but he didn't try to hurt Robert do nothing like that. His waitress, the woman was waiting, selling hamburgers and fish and whiskey. She gave Robert whiskey, but she didn't know what she was giving him. Because Robert liked his whiskey, and I got this man said, "Well, give Robert this half pint of whiskey." And that was that Saturday night. And Robert tried to play, he couldn't play, and everybody found out that he was sick. They put him across the bed in another apartment over there. And of course the car was kind of hard, wasn't plentiful then. And so 4 days that morning, somebody coming in the old car, Robert laying up there groaning and hurting, carried him back to Greenwood. He lived in a part of the town called Baptist Town, across the railroad. And Sunday, I didn't go there because I thought he'd be all right. I was young too, running behind them goods and things. I thought he'd be all right. I went over there Tuesday, and Robert was just crawling around, slobbering and going on, and he was in bad shape. And people didn't have no money. You could go to the doctor there for $3 or $4, you know, and it wasn't too many good doctors. All the white people back at that time had all the best doctors. And they gave him little home remedies, but it wasn't no good. So Robert died on a Wednesday, 17th day of August. Died and they buried him on a Wednesday.